Time now for the Morning Rush.
We start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. Just got in a report of over a foot of snow in Santa Fe County. So this storm is over delivering for us. We're going to continue with these rain and snow showers favoring snow in the northern mountains and then a mix of rain and snow across central and southern New Mexico. Most of this fades overnight, but southern New Mexico sees another round tomorrow. Crystal?
As you get ready to head out the door, we're following the day's top local stories. We do start with Fernanda Lopez.
Grief counselors are available this morning for students of the Florida high school where police say a gunman opened fire, killing 17 people and injuring more than a dozen others. Now, authorities have not officially released the names of the victims, but we are learning more about them this morning. Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School is closed today and will remain closed throughout the week. Authorities said last night 12 of the 17 victims had been identified. The Broward County Sheriff says a football coach is among the dead. We're learning his name is Aaron Feist. We're also learning about student Jamie Guttenberg being among those killed. Now, more on the alleged gunman is coming up in the 5 Facts. David?
Happening right now, we're just hours away from the end of this year's legislative session, and a state spending bill is now on its way to the governor's desk this morning. This after the House and Senate compromised funding for state roads to $44 million. The bill also includes funding for the Bernalillo County DA's office, plus pay raises for state employees, state police officers, and teachers. The governor says she's generally pleased by the budget. More from her coming up in the 5 Facts.
In less than 6 hours, a 30-day legislative session will come to an end. Governor Susana Martinez called on lawmakers to approve bills dealing with crime and education, but it appears that the few that she supported, unless bipartisan, actually passed. 2 bills aimed at expanding New Mexico's 3 strikes law and a bill to reinstate the death penalty were blocked. One crime bill that did manage to get pushed through was a proposal to stiffen penalties for violent felons caught with a firearm. A budget was also agreed upon. More on that coming up in the 5 Facts. Chris.
Happening right now, Senate lawmakers are trying to come up with a plan to fix the nation's immigration system. Yesterday, a group of senators announced they reached a bipartisan agreement that would protect so-called dreamers while securing the border. Democrats are demanding an immigration deal include protections for nearly 700,000 immigrants brought to the U.S. illegally as children.
Big news happening today. Steve Bannon is scheduled to testify before the House Intelligence Committee. It's still unclear if the former White House chief strategist will show up. He first testified last month, refusing to answer questions about his time at the White House and during the presidential transition that led lawmakers to issue a subpoena. Lawmakers from both parties say Bannon should be held in contempt if he ignores today's subpoena. We will continue following this.
On to News New at 6. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin says the Trump administration is actively working on imposing more sanctions on Russia over its interference in the 2016 U.S. election. Mnuchin and the Trump administration recently come under fire for not imposing sanctions by January 29th, the first date they could have done so. Instead, they released a list of top Russian officials.
New at 6, take a look on your screen. Roswell police are searching for Fernando Miguel Ortega as part of their investigation into a drive-by shooting resulting in the death of 33-year-old Tess Jarugi. Now, the police say Ortega is a person of interest. If you have information on his whereabouts, you are asked to call police.
Also new at 6, University of New Mexico Regent Alex Romero says he will resign. That's according to the Journal. It comes after he and other regents spoke about concerns they have with communication problems and power imbalances on the 7-member board. Governor Martinez named Romero a recess appointee to the board last May. He never went through the full New Mexico Senate confirmation process. Hearings have not been held this legislative session.
New this morning, the state's Democratic delegation for Doña Ana County is asking the county to investigate a commissioner facing sexual misconduct allegations. Democratic Party of New Mexico Vice Chair Naomi Martinez Parra submitted a letter on Monday. It says she was the target of unwanted sexual advances by Doña Ana County Commissioner John Vasquez. Vasquez has not responded to the allegations. Kristen?
Grab the rain gear this morning. Metro threat index up to a 6 because of those rain showers. Temperatures in the 50s this afternoon. Crystal?
On to News New at 6. President Trump reportedly open to a 25-cent per gallon gas tax increase to help pay for infrastructure. The president signaled his support for the hike during a White House meeting. That's according to Delaware Senator Tom Carper. Currently at 18.4 cents a gallon, the federal gas tax has not increased since 1993.
New facts this morning. A new study shows a possible link between highly processed foods and cancer. French and Brazilian researchers looked at the questionnaires for more than 100,000 people. They found diets high in ultra-processed foods such as packaged baked goods, soda, and sugar cereals were associated with increased risks for cancer. The link was not as significant with less processed foods such as canned vegetables and cheeses. Kristen?
Time now for a check on your Thursday morning commute. No major crashes out there, but because of the rain and the wet streets, make sure to give yourself extra time for the commute. We will keep you updated on the traffic situation throughout the morning.
On to news new at 6. Take a look at this. They say money can't buy you happiness, but new research shows there is a certain dollar amount that is ideal. Psychologists from the University of Virginia and Purdue University analyzed Gallup poll data from millions of people. They concluded that for individuals, the optimal income for a lifetime of satisfaction is $95,000 a year. Families with kids would need more, of course, because they're very expensive.
All right, time now for the 5 facts.
Starting with 5 here, federal health officials say this flu season could carry on well into May. That's prompting some hospitals here in the metro to bring in extra staff. Loveless Hospital, Presbyterian, and UNMH are reporting cases well into the hundreds with long wait times. Local hospitals say extra staff should decrease wait times to 30 minutes as the flu season continues.
At number 4, with the tragic news of the Florida school shooting, it's a bleak reminder that this could happen anywhere. This week, first responders from around New Mexico are in active shooter training in Albuquerque, focusing on medical rescue. Now, the Bernalillo County Emergency Manager says they are looking at ways on how to go after the shooters, but making sure medical personnel can treat those who are injured. This type of training was implemented shortly after the Columbine High School shooting. Victims there were left unattended, and some died while officers targeted active shooters.
And that brings us to number 3 here. Parkland, Florida police and school officials still dealing with the aftermath of the deadly school shooting there. Investigators will continue to look into why a former student allegedly opened fire on classmates, killing 17 and injuring 14 others. Nicholas Cruz, a 19-year-old suspect, is set to face a judge later on this morning. We're finding out more about his troubled past. In the meantime, though, we're expecting to learn more about the victims throughout the day. CNN is reporting those victims do include both adults and children.
At number 2, rain and high mountain snow continues today. We're looking at additional snowfall of a few to several inches up in the northern mountains. Albuquerque just rained today with cooler temps in the 50s. Tomorrow even cooler with rain continuing over southern New Mexico, clearing out for the weekend.
At number 1, this year's legislative session will end in just a few hours. A state spending bill is now on its way to the governor's desk. Up until last night, the House and Senate were at odds over funding for state roads. They finally compromised, allotting $44 million. Now, the bill also includes funding for the Bernalillo County DA's office, pay raises for state employees, state police officers, and teachers. New this morning, we are hearing from the governor on behalf of her press secretary. They say the governor is generally pleased by the budget, however, how it prioritizes some specific items. Although she's skeptical on the wasteful projects, she will not hesitate to exercise her line item veto authority.
We have a